The IPL auction is just 3 days away now. 77 slots are to be filled among a pool of over 300 players. All the 10 teams will have a strategy in place in order to ensure that no loopholes are there in the team. Every facet will have to be covered up with. Now, the IPL Auction 2024 has already gotten up with a twist prior to the released and retained players list. Because what happened in that? After the deadline ended of the released and retained players, you saw that Mumbai Indians and RCB were in the news for all the wrong reasons. Because if you look at it, MI got Hardik Pandya only because they traded Cameron Green to RCB. Now, because of that, the rest of the franchisees were caught in a bit of a tizzy. Now, the only team that kind of remained insular and had plans that, okay, this player will not be available and that's why release him into the auction pool was Chennai Super Kings. The 5-time champions who are now level with Mumbai Indians for the most titles in the IPL, the two most successful teams. MI might have adopted this strategy. CSK used a very calm and simple strategy. When the released and retained list was announced, at that time, two things were evident. One, a certain MS Dhoni was there, he was going to captain. So, by all accounts, 2024 will be the last time MS Dhoni will play. He will honor his 3-year contract and after that, it is bye-bye even as a player. What he will do afterwards is anybody's guess. Maybe he can be the mentor of Chennai Super Kings. He can be there in the dugout as one of their analysts or something of that kind. But as a player, 2024, the last few glimpses of MS Dhoni, you might see in that. Now, what will Chennai Super Kings' strategy be in the IPL auction? Because if you look at the list of retained players, it suggests only one thing, typical CSK with a settled core. You got MS Dhoni, Devon Conway, Rituraj Gaikwad, Ajinkya Rahane, Sheikh Rashid, Ravindra Jadeja, Mitchell Santner, Moeen Ali, Shivam Dube, Nishant Sindhu, Ajay Mandal, Rajvardhan Hangargekar, Deepak Chahar, Mahesh Theekshana, Mukesh Chaudhary, Prashant Solanki, Simarjeet Singh, Tushar Deshpande and Matisha Patirana. By all accounts, you may want to ensure that your 4 overseas players, Theekshana and Patirana, will play in the slow decks in Chennai. Patirana might get chances in the other games as well. Devon Conway is a certainty. Who is the 4th? Could be Moeen Ali on certain occasions. Perhaps if you look at it, Moeen Ali is the only other choice. Now, amidst all of this, look at the list of released players. Ben Stokes, Ambati Rayudu, Dwayne Pretorius, K. Bhagat Verma, Shubhranshu Senapati, Akash Singh, Kyle Jamieson and Sisanda Magala are all out. Now, because Ben Stokes has been released and most likely he will not be bid for by Chennai Super Kings, the purse that is available to them is 31.4 crores. They only have 6 slots available, out of that 3 are overseas players. Now, with Ben Stokes' release, what has happened? You will need a batting all-rounder in that sense. You have a Jadeja, but he's a spin bowling all-rounder. Who can have the pace bowling all-rounder who can also bowl in the death? Because remember, even Dwayne Pretorius has been released. He had a wretched year last year because he was injured. And even in 2022, his fitness was on a whim. And that's why CSK struggled with death bowling. Now, somehow, some way with the brilliance of MS Dhoni, Tushar Deshpande and everybody else steered the ship. Mukesh Chaudhary was injured, so was Deepak Chahar. Now, Deepak Chahar will fit in. So, your bowling attack is there. Jaddu is there. That's fitted in. You have Theekshana and then you have Patirana. There needs to be a 5th bowler. Now, if you want a batting all-rounder who can chip in the middle overs, who can they go in an overseas slot? Who can be Ben Stokes' potential replacement? There are options. Maybe they can go for a Daryl Mitchell. Maybe if you want pace up front and if you want batting up front, you can go for either Cummins or Mitchell Starc. Because Mitchell Starc, a left-handed option, somewhat of a novelty when you look at it in the IPL, it's not there. Cummins, on the other hand, he can give you the batting, he can also be a captain in the making also. Who knows? Chennai Super Kings would want somebody to step into their shoes once MS Dhoni retires. Could it be Rituraj? Could it be Jaddu? Could it be a Cummins? We don't know. Looking at the long-term future, maybe Cummins, Mitchell, and potentially, if you look at it, even you can Mitchell, Cummins, and Stark. You don't need a overseas bowling all-rounder because you've already got a Mitchell Santner in CSK. And in that sense, that is the one spot. Three players potentially could fill up Ben Stokes' void. Daryl Mitchell, he can be that power hitter that you need at number 4 or number 5. Because what is the other problem? Ambati Rayudu's departure. Now, Ambati Rayudu did not set the stage on fire when you look at 2023. Yes, his couple of knocks that he played and the one cameo that he played in the final ensured Rayudu went out on the ultimate high. But ever since Subramaniam Badrinath's departure in CSK, they need an anchor kind of a role. Who will Chennai go after? 31.4 crores is not a small amount, and because RCB extinguished their purse and even Mumbai Indians also extinguished their purse in getting some key players, Chennai Super Kings now are at a big advantage along with the likes of SRH and Punjab Kings. They always have the high purse, but when it comes to team selection and composition, the other two teams fail. Chennai Super Kings just do their business in the right way. Ambati Rayudu's spot will be really, really important because there will be a number 3 and a number 4. Look at this batting order if you have to say. Devon Conway and Rituraj Gaikwad automatically start. You have a problem at number 3. Who will that be? Then if you look at it, Shivam Dube can step in at number 4. You have a Mitchell at 5. You have a Ravindra Jadeja at 6. You have an MS Dhoni at 7. And then you have Deepak Chair at 8. Then you've got Tikshana, Patirana and all the others. You need one more pace bowler in that sense. That is why. A pace bowler, a bowling all-rounder you will need. Batting all-rounder in that sense. You need a batting all-rounder, a pace bowler, and you need a middle order bat. That is the thing that Chennai Super Kings will want to go for in this IPL auction. Because remember, all the other overseas slots, if you look at it, with Patirana sure, with Tikshana sure, with Conway sure, and with Moeen Ali all but certain, not many foreigners are going to get a go unless you get somebody like Cummins or Stark who can give you a difference with the ball. So that is why, if you look at it, Chennai Super Kings have the most settled lineup if you have, and they may not do too much of head scratching when it comes to the IPL auction. Some of their things are clear. As I mentioned, you need a middle order bat, you need a pace bowler, and you also need a batting all-rounder. Because Stokes is not there, Ambati Rayudu is not there. You also need a guy who can chip in the death overs because neither Dwayne Pretorius or Sisanda Magala is there. Who knows? Chennai Super Kings may pull a rabbit out of the hat and get in Dwayne Pretorius on base price. But because he's not been fit, maybe Pretorius might not have a say, and so does Kyle Jamieson. Remember, Jamieson was bought for 1 crore, but he could not even make it to the camp because of a stress fracture. And Jamieson's replacement was Sisanda Magala, but even Magala got injured after split webbing. So that's why it was quite unlucky for Chennai Super Kings that they had so many injuries. But they have the settled core, they have a very promising lineup, they need a backup to certain 3 departments. Middle order, batting all-rounder because Stokes is not there, and you need a pace bowler. How will Chennai Super Kings' strategy be? Will they pull off any surprises, or will it be vintage Chennai Super Kings going about their business in a normal way as they aim to give a 6th IPL title and bid farewell to MS Dhoni as a player? Now that will be very, very interesting. So we are all gearing up for the IPL auctions. We'll be bringing you regular updates on the auction strategy that CSK and all the other teams will have. Do check out Sports Today for all the videos that we'll be doing. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.